You've had this experience. You check your waves and they look worse than they did 6 weeks ago. Not the same, worse. The crown that was starting to connect is pulled back. The sides that were crisp are looking flat. The definition that was building has gone muddy. And here's the part that makes it genuinely confusing. You haven't changed anything. Same brush, same products, same sessions, same do-rag every night. You're doing everything you were doing when the waves were progressing, and somehow they're going backward. The plateau you expected, regression, you didn't. And because nothing changed, you can't identify what's causing it. Here's what most wave channels won't tell you. Doing the same thing when your waves were progressing and doing the same thing when they're regressing aren't the same situation, because your hair changes as the routine continues, and a routine that was building your pattern can start working against it when small mistakes compound over time. Four specific mistakes are responsible for the majority of wave regression cases. All four are common. All four feel like normal routine behavior, and all four produce damage that's invisible day to day, but devastating week to week. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which of these four is causing your regression and exactly how to reverse it. Mistake 1. Brushing too hard for too long. When wave progress slows, the instinct is to add more. More sessions, more pressure, more time with the brush. The logic feels sound. If brushing trains the pattern, more brushing trains it faster. But excessive brushing force doesn't deepen the pattern. It creates friction damage on the hair strand and scalp surface that actively disrupts the pattern rather than training it. Here's what overbrushing damage looks like in practice. After your brush session, your hair looks frizzier than it did before you started. Your scalp feels tender or warm after compression. When you pull a strand gently, it snaps rather than stretching. These are signs the brushing is damaging rather than training. The mechanism is straightforward. The hair cuticle, the protective outer layer of each strand, lifts under excessive friction. A lifted cuticle can't lay in a trained direction because it's no longer smooth enough to hold position. Every hard brush stroke that lifts the cuticle is undoing the training the previous stroke attempted. Beyond 15 focused minutes per session, you enter diminishing returns, where additional brushing provides no benefit and begins creating harm. If you're brushing for 30, 40, 50 minutes, believing more time equals more progress, the extra time is most likely the source of the regression rather than a solution to it. 15 minutes of controlled, deliberate brushing produces better results than 45 minutes of hard, aggressive brushing. That's not a theory, it's the physics of the cuticle. Mistake 2. Heavy products creating a buildup layer. This mistake is invisible until its effects are undeniable. Heavy pomades, thick butters, and petroleum-based products that don't absorb into the hair shaft create a surface layer that accumulates with every application. After a week of daily product application without adequate washing, that layer sits between your wave pattern and the world, dulling the definition visually and preventing compression from reaching the hair shaft effectively. The pattern is still there, you just can't see it through the buildup. The diagnostic check you can do tonight. Run your fingers through your hair after applying your current product. If you feel tacky, waxy, or gummy resistance on the strands, that product is sitting on the surface rather than absorbing. That residue is what's been dulling your definition. A clean slip means the product is absorbing correctly. If you're seeing heavy do-rag staining every night, significantly more than when you started, that's another sign that product is coming off on the fabric rather than staying in the hair where it belongs. The fix is a clarifying wash to remove accumulated buildup and a switch to a lighter, water-based product that absorbs into the strand rather than coating it. A pomade like Ocean View Deep Waves provides the hold needed for wave training without the heavy residue that obscures definition and blocks compression. Apply it to clean hair and the definition that buildup was hiding starts becoming visible within days. Mistake 3. Inconsistent compression. This is the discipline mistake that most wavers don't connect to their regression because each individual miss feels harmless. One night without the do-rag. One night tied loosely because you were tired. One night where you fell asleep before putting it on. Each one feels like a minor exception. Accumulated over weeks, they're the reason your connections are reversing. Here's what happens during an uncompressed night. Your hair, freed from the compression that was training it in a specific direction, begins reverting toward its natural uncompressed coil pattern. This reversion doesn't take days, it takes hours. By morning, the hair that was laying in its trained direction has partially returned to where it naturally wants to be. One uncompressed night creates a small amount of regression. 3 uncompressed nights per week over 4 weeks creates the kind of visible regression that makes you feel like months of progress have disappeared, because they have. The compression routine has no exception. Do-rag every night, correct tension, wave cap underneath for crown cut. If you've been inconsistent, and most wavers go through periods of inconsistency without realizing the cumulative impact, audit the last 4 weeks honestly. Count the nights you skipped or compromised the compression. That number almost exactly correlates with how much regression you're seeing. Restore the consistency and the connections that reversed start reforming. But they reform on the timeline they originally developed, which means the regression that took 4 weeks of inconsistency to create takes 4 to 6 weeks of restored consistency to reverse. Mistake 4. Applying general technique to the crown. The crown is where every other mistake's damage shows up most visibly, and it's also the zone where most wavers have been applying the wrong technique regardless of how the rest of the routine is going. The crown requires radial brushing outward from the crown center in multiple directions. The compression applied there needs to actually reach the elevated crown surface rather than tenting above it. The moisture application there needs to be slightly heavier than surrounding zones because the multi-directional growth pattern makes the crown more prone to lifting and frizzing. When the crown is being treated with the same general technique as the sides and back, while simultaneously experiencing buildup from heavy product, regression from inconsistent compression, and friction damage from overbrushing, it deteriorates faster than any other zone. The crown connections that took the longest to build are the first to go when the fundamentals break down. The full crown-specific technique, the crown center identification, the radial brushing sequence, and the compression method that actually reaches the crown is covered in depth in the crown problem video on this channel. What matters here is understanding that the crown needs its own approach, and applying general technique to it while wondering why it won't connect is the mistake that keeps most waivers stuck at incomplete 360s indefinitely. What recovery actually looks like. When all 4 mistakes are corrected simultaneously, here's the realistic week-by-week timeline so you know what to expect and what not to read into. Weeks 1 and 2, the damage stops accumulating. The overbrushing friction stops creating new cuticle damage. The buildup from previous heavy products washes away. The compression consistency means no more nightly regression, but you won't see visible improvement yet. The existing damage is still present and the pattern needs time before it starts reforming. This is the hardest period. You've changed everything and nothing looks different. That's normal and it's temporary. Weeks 3 and 4, the lighter products allow the pattern definition that buildup was obscuring to become visible. The waves don't look deeper, they look cleaner and more distinct. This is the first visible evidence that the corrections are working. The pattern that was there all along is now visible through a clear surface rather than a dulled buildup layer. Consistency from here is critical because this is where most people relapse into old habit. The improvement looks modest and the temptation to add more product or more brushing pressure returns. Weeks 4 to 6, consistent compression starts rebuilding the connection that inconsistency reversed. The sides and back typically reconnect before the crown because those zones respond faster to restored compression. You'll see progress in these areas before the crown catches up. Weeks 6 to 8, the crown-specific technique begins showing the earliest connection improvements. The connections that took the longest to build and were the first to regress take the longest to reform. By week 8 of corrected technique, the crown progress that was lost should be partially recovered. Full recovery to where the pattern was before the mistakes compounded depends on how long the mistakes ran. The longer the mistakes accumulated, the longer the recovery. Plan for approximately the same amount of time the regression took to fully reverse.
Subscribe if you haven't. This video and the wave patterns video on this channel are companion pieces. Watch both and you'll understand your waves at a level most waivers never reach. I'll catch you in the next one.